all I saw the whole 60 seconds are just arms and head just flailing all over the place. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like,
I was on beat though, at least.
yes, but I'm just sitting. But I also think about like if there was no beat, and sometimes I wish somebody could have just seen it, and it's like, and it's just I'm just sitting there like, okay. I mean, you got to do something for those 60 seconds. Like you really have to. I mean, honestly, yeah.
Burn off that extra, like calories.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So Monday, why not? So, folks, look, we start every show off with a laugh, obviously. So we have got new movie trailers that to talk about. We've got anime that keeps coming out every 5 minutes on every streaming service, apparently. My goodness, and we have a near. It may not be anime or gaming, but it's a near and dear to our heart that's been canceled, and it kind of sucks. So, Jabba, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And I'm ready as well, folks. So let's go. Hey folks, what's up? And welcome to TBA News, your anime and gaming channel, presented to you by the Hungry Bleak channel. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room.
What up, is your girl Jabba with the top kills for Iron Banner? Since I've been playing like a week and a half. I'm surprised.
Outstanding. Yes, Iron Banner is here for all of our Destiny players. Iron Banner is in the building.
Is it only for a week? Because like I said, I've been out of scope for playing for almost like 2 weeks for Destiny.
It started last Tuesday. So it should be on for another week or so. I want to say they usually have it for like 2.5 a week, like 2.5 weeks.
Okay. Oh yeah, shout out to Warriors for not Warriors, Jesus. I'm so tired. Shout out to Warlocks for winning the Guardian games.
Yes, absolutely. But all are Warriors. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we're all Warriors and Warlocks, whatever. We're Harry Potter. Okay, let's do that.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot to talk about. So let's jump right into it. Jabba, what have you got?
We got Street Fighter. I mean, I don't know if you saw like the latest trailer for it. I'm super excited for this movie. I cannot wait. It got so much more campier than I could imagine, but in a good way. Like there's so many Easter eggs. Like I kind of want to know what the story is going to be about. Obviously, because you have to go see the movie to know what the story is going to be about. But I kind of want to know what it is. And if some Easter eggs you're familiar with, like where they had like the car scene,
yes,
where Ken was bashing the car, that's definitely Easter eggs, like some of the older games. And then I think when Cammy was talking to Chung-Li about a robot, it's like, so something about you and these thighs. I'm like, yes. Yes. Because she has nothing but thighs, okay?
Yes.
I like with all of these inside jokes for people that have played Street Fighter and like know like the hidden gems. I'm thinking that they're going to do this movie right, especially for being live action. I think this is going to be a good movie.
Yeah, it looked like fun, and it does look like camp. They're not taking it as, I mean, obviously they're taking it as seriously as they should, but they're being very campy with it. Yeah, a lot of inside stuff. The car thing, I didn't know if it was somebody like betting him if he could do it or if he was just upset or whatever. I didn't know, but it still worked within like those shots. Guile's hair is just absolutely absurd. It is so video game accurate. It's scary. This was like, it's gonna be a fun movie. They had a lot of fun. The only person I do not care to see in this movie because I just don't like the person himself is what's the guy's name who plays Dan?
Dang it,
Schultz.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just not a fan of him for numerous reasons. But the rest of the cast, you know who looks the best though? I'll say Dalsim.
Yeah.
Looks like even the way when he was moving at first when you see him, I mean, everybody's pretty accurate, but he looks incredible. It just looks phenomenal.
Although the one which I feel like it's bad cosplay, but I guess I don't know if they could have done anybody better, was 50 Cent for what's his face. I'm sorry. It's nothing against 50 Cent, but it's just like it just looks like a poorly done cosplay, and we're just like gonna throw you in there last minute.
I think it's because he doesn't have his beard too. I think that's it. And the hair is ridiculous. I mean, the hair is like,
Yeah.
but I think, yeah, that's definitely part of it. Yeah, it was when I saw him, I was like, okay, all right, we're gonna do this. All right.
But and I do have like just one more gripe. And this is before the movie even came out, and I'm still kind of mad they did it for Ken. Is like I kind of don't like Ken's hairstyle for this one because I think they changed it. I think it was like with Street Fighter 4 where they gave him like this ugly behind ponytail look.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
rather have him like in Street Fighter 2. Like even like in the anime, if it was here like short like a bob, or like the long one with the little tie-in at the bottom of it, I've been fine with that. I never liked it even from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, I always like that longer hair, and then like him like kind of have like the little ponytail at the end. I always like that hairstyle, just always seemed to fit. But I think in real life, like logistically, I think it makes more sense for if he's gonna do this to have his hair up like how he has it. It makes more sense as a fighter. So I could see that, yeah, because there's always something like as we both know, being fans of what have you and seeing things being adapted, there's always something that doesn't translate as well for whatever reason. So they have little tweaks and changes. But yeah, this should be a fun watch. I think this is just going to be insane. Also, Roman Reigns as Akuma. We got a little shot of him.
I was surprised with that, but I'm like, okay,
looks good. And Giles saying, I did just see a fireball come out of Reed. Right? I did just see that. Yeah, so they're not going to take themselves too seriously with it, which is great. I'm yeah. And do we know when this is coming out?
This is supposed to what was it? Street Fighter's coming out. Come on, I know the date. Because I'm on IMDb. Give me the date. Give me the date.
What's our opinion on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, playing Guile? It makes sense. Kind of, because it is his gimmick. The American Nightmare.
Well, he said he was a fan of Street Fighter anyway. And thank you. Yeah, this October. Was it October 16th? I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna be a Sunday movie.
Oh, so it's coming out before New York Comic Con, I think.
No, I think right after. I could double check for New York Comic Con. I was looking for tickets.
Okay, yeah. Because if it's going to be coming out right after, they might be showing up there.
No, New York Comic Con before this is before Street Fighter, so there might be possibility that they might show up as like their last PR event.
Yeah, so that might be that might be kind of cool. I'm here for it. He already has like a tattoo of like his logo on his neck. Obviously, they're airbrushing it out, so it makes sense for him to play somebody with that tattoo, such like the American flag tattoo on his arms. I want to see how how the fights are with it. Especially them being because we have two professional wrestlers in Cody and Roman Reigns. So I mean they're athletes to begin with. So I think they already have it down. I just want to see how they do as far as fighting. I forget the gentleman who's playing Ryu. Andrew. Forgot his name, but I absolutely
Andrew Koji, if I'm saying his last name right.
Yes, he was in Warrior, Snake Eyes. He was in
he looks familiar too.
Boy Kills World. He's in the 3rd season of Gangs of London. He's a phenomenal. If Netflix watch Warrior.
He was in Bullet Train. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's what he was in too. Yeah. He was in that too. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm excited just for this to be just a fun what have you movie. Like going into this, if you look for Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and you're looking for some like Shakespearean stuff, stop. No. Just go in there to have fun. That's it. Go in there to have fun and just enjoy it. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Yeah, I am a professional wrestling fan, so this will be a kind of a cool for me to see what they do with this. I just want to see how Guile's hair. I just want to see how it functions. Just absurd.
I want to see if it moves.
Yeah.
I want to see if it moves.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't move an inch on its because it's so just over the top. But that's kind of
Wait,
Cody too.
do we know if he has his eyebrows? Because I can't. They don't really have any still shots. Because if you remember, Guile doesn't have eyebrows. Okay.
I think they'll probably just make them very blonde
Bleach.
because Cody's
Yeah.
kind of like bleach blonde, so
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Because I'm like,
Stuff like
remember,
that.
that man doesn't have eyebrows. He was like Super Saiyan 3 before Super Saiyan 3 existed, okay?
I
Like
mean,
that
that's
man
true.
had no brows.
That is very accurate and true. I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be something fun. Next up, we have a new Fist of the North Star Hokuto no Ken series, which started I want to say last week, I believe. This is basically just a retelling of the movie, but just in episode form, like long episodes. They're about maybe like 20 to 30 minutes long. So basically, this is the story of Ken. I think this might be like the second anime that really caught me when I was in high school. I remember somebody bringing in this VHS. If you don't know what a VHS is, just look it up. I'm not gonna explain. And we were in foods class, cooking class, and it was actually a study hall, I want to say too. He popped in the tape, and we just watched the fights because let's be honest, that's what we were watching for, were the fights, and it was so crazy and over the top compared to Ninja Scroll, which was the other one at that time that we were all watching, and it caught our imaginations. So it's the story of Ken, and his quest to get revenge against his best friend who gave him these 7 wounds that actually mirror the Big Dipper. Almost it's the Big Dipper.
Big Dipper has 7 stars because you got the soup, the ladle, and then you got the handle. Yeah, that's 7.
Yep, 7 star for the Big Dipper, and his quest against this nuclear ravaged world where this is a true dystopia. This is like apocalyptic. Buildings are broken up. It's desert wasteland. The seas have even dried up. So everyone's think of Mad Max, but probably about 5 times worse because it's just marauders roaming around these desert lands. But you have Ken, who is trying to, like I said, get revenge and save the woman that he loves from his former best friend, Shin. And he goes into a town and he's captured by the people, and they bring in their elder to see if the elder will pardon him, if he's okay to roam around. And he meets these 2 kids, the boy and a girl. The boy's kind of like, he's a street tough kid. He's a bit of a thief. In this world, you kind of have to be that way, unfortunately. And he meet a young girl who has witnessed some of the worst things there, a war-torn apocalyptic world, and she doesn't speak because she saw her parents be murdered by these ravagers. So she doesn't speak. So Ken kind of takes a shine to her because of how sweet she is. And even to the boy, because even though he's a bit of a jerky, everything like that, he has good intentions. But little do they know that Ken is this incredible fighter who only has to touch you, and before you know it, you're already dead. Even though you're walking around and your head will explode, your chest, what have you. It's done in more of like a digital format, kind of like. It almost gave me a little bit in certain points. It almost made me feel like a little bit of a JoJo's.
That's what it remind me of, where like the heavy line art, because it was like 3D cell shading. Even though I've never seen this adaptation of it, so that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, it has that feeling, and I just watched the first episode because I watched the movie, so I've watched the movie so many damn times. So I know, but I'm excited to see how they tell more of a full story because they give a little bit more backstory and go from there. Because I want to see how he goes up against Shin. I want to see him meet Ray. I want to see him meet King Rao. I love that scene where the guy just keeps yelling King Rao. It's one of the funniest things ever. It's not as bloody as the original movie. The original movie was very blatant. They showed things right off the bat. When we're introduced to Ken's powers, we don't even see Ken. We just see the bodies that he's left behind. And then these marauders, these ravagers, go looking for him because they want to know who could do this and how did they do it to these people. One guy even asked, he was like, did he put like a little bomb inside of his head? And their leader goes, no, because we don't have technology like that anymore. I don't know how this happened. And they go from there. I kind of like seeing some like older anime from like the 80s and what have you. I kind of be resurrected to see what they would do now with this technology. I know that we've had other iterations of like more modern iterations of Fist of the North Star, but I want to see how this one goes. Like I said, it's more after the animated movie, and I want to say probably closer to the manga, which I never read. But I want to see how this goes. But so far, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not as Blake because the movie, I was like, you basically sitting there, you feel like you're getting blood on you when they're fighting. It's wild. So yeah, so this is that movie. Check it out. Watch the first episode. Actually, watch the first couple episodes before you try to put a young child in there. Just see how it goes, because sometimes things can get wild. But they actually do have a disclaimer that it will be bloody and violent. They actually do have a disclaimer for that.
Was this on again?
This is on. I want to say this is on Prime, but it might also be on Crunchyroll as well. I just know that when I watch it, it actually had the Prime logo on it and not the Crunchyroll logo.
Oh,
because my Crunchyroll is through Prime.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, check that out. It's up. So much anime is running around. It's really fun and it's beautiful to check out when things come out. But sometimes things come out when they're not expected to come out. Jabba, what's going on here?
See, what happened was, this is why we can't have nice things.
Girl.
This is why we can't have nice things. So I didn't realize this until maybe like a day or two after the fact, because obviously myself doom scrolling on TikTok, finding some random stuff. Somebody had put a clip out of Avatar and the movie. I'm thinking it's like, a sneak peek, because like, how like, you got some studios that like sneak peek, like the movies were like, hey, to get like people interested. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. And at first I'm like, I don't know if there's like, AI done, because like, things could be like, deep faked and stuff. I'm like, no, this looks legit. So I'm like, oh, okay, this looks pretty cool. I'm like, I don't want to spoil it, so I just kept scrolling. Then, because I don't know if you know, people be putting out full-blown movies on TikTok. And apparently what happened was somebody got the full copy of Avatar N, because apparently it's done. And they put it on their personal email and it got leaked. I think first it came out on, I think it was like either X. And then it randomly got to going into like TikTok, and over like 100 million people watched it already. Like the whole movie entirely. I don't know what happened. I didn't want to spoil it, because I knew that was a movie I wanted to see for myself. Yeah. And see, the only thing is though that this movie was going to be going on Paramount Plus. It wasn't even going to go in the theater. So that's why a lot of people were saying that they should put this out in theaters. But then again, if already over like 100 million people saw it, it's like,
yeah,
are they going to get that traction in? So I'm like, ooh, this is why we can't have nice things.
Somebody in trouble.
But it looks good though, for the little clip, for the little like 30-second clip that I saw. It looks good. I don't know the context of it. So I'm like, okay, it looks pretty. But I just kept scrolling. I didn't want to see the rest of it.
I heard about it and I did not even try to venture. I just walked away. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And I walked, like I saw it. I forgot where I saw it. Somebody said, oh, it's been leaked. And I was like, okay, cool. And I walked away. I was like, I'm not watching it, because I want to enjoy it fully and completely. You know what I mean? But I understand also wanting to watch something on the low for free $3.99.
I don't want to watch it on my phone though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I want to watch it on screen where I could be comfortable. I don't want to have to hold my phone or have to put it on like a dock or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want that.
And like I said, when I was looking, I wasn't searching for it, because I didn't know nothing about it. It just popped up on my phone where I thought they were doing like a quick, like, sneak peek of the movie. So I'm like, oh, give me something like, to get interested for it. I'm like, oh wait, no, this is not from the actual company. And like, it wasn't like, Paramount, it wasn't Nickelodeon, it wasn't like, I forgot the Avatar Studios, who's like the people behind it. I'm like, so it's not them. I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this. I'm like, I'm gonna keep going, and then like TikTok broke the news again. We're like, yeah, no, we leaked the entire movie on here. If you want to watch from start to finish, no, I don't want to do that. And I think already the voice actor for Toph from the original Avatar had made a statement where she's like, if you like this show so much, is like, I would advise you not to share it. I would advise you not to watch it. Like, the people that did all the work for like making this movie and to make it what it was should be watched in its good entirety of like watching it when it comes out. So like, she already made a statement. Like she didn't see it either, but it's like she made a statement where it's like, yeah, like it was a project that she worked on when she was like, growing up, and she has so much love for it, where she still even cosplays this Toph from time to time. It was like, no, don't ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah. This is the age that we live in, unfortunately. First off, whoever did it, they in trouble.
Oh yeah.
That mistake is just because they're gonna track that email back to whoever it was. So if you see somebody new on the unemployment line, that's probably the person that did it. First, if you see somebody there that you haven't seen before, that's probably them. That's probably them. Also, I'll say that that's where we're at as far as social media thing. People will share things for clout, for likes, for views, for shares, what have you. This is the age that we live in where I don't even consider this pirating. I consider this somebody just doing this for, the blow up or licks or licks. Jesus Christ, for likes for
the
I mean
clout.
maybe they did get licks for it. I don't know what this person enjoys. It's none of my business. I don't what have you. Who am I going to judge? You know what I mean? That's the downside. You have to be very careful with stuff. When you see this happen with Marvel or what have you, or Disney, but then again, Disney just fired a bunch of people, so what have you. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get on that topic.
And besides, they have like a whole NDA thing that they got to sign and stuff like that, where it's like, if you say something, we will chop your toes off.
Yep. So if you see somebody in the unemployment line walking real gingerly because they ain't got no toes, that's the person. This is wild. It kind of, I always feel bad for the people who worked on stuff. But like you were saying, the voice actor for Atah, from the original series, like that happening, and you do feel bad for people who worked on it. They, all those hours being in the booth and having to do the lines and everything, and the animators and directors and all that, and then somebody just throws it up on TikTok. It's like I don't know, things like this.
Like I don't mind like if you do like breakdowns of like behind the scenes stuff where it doesn't show any context of like stuff being missed, because I know there is an artist I do follow who does was it the storyboards for like Invincible and stuff, and like she goes through like the breakdown of everything, which is fine, but like she's not giving like any spoilers to like any context of what's happening. So like if you're watching episode 3, you're probably going of like season 3, you're probably seeing like episode 1 of season 3's behind the scenes stuff. So the episode's already out, so it's not just leaking anything like what got changed and whatnot.
Yeah, like that stuff I actually enjoy because it's the technical too, which I enjoy seeing. Why they change something, why they just. But when it's just blatant like this, it's just sometimes you just gotta just stop. It's not. Just stop. Seriously. Yeah, just. We're all tired, folks. Just look. There's plenty of stuff out there. We don't have to leak that.
No.
There's so much stuff out there that you can actually talk about that's already out. I mean, there's a new thing coming out every.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's like a new thing coming out every 5 minutes. That matter of fact, a new anime just came out right now. Dandelion, like I'm not lying. There's like a new anime every 5 damn minutes. Dandelion. This is from Netflix. This is think of it as a mix of as Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen, but as a workplace comedy. You have these angels, and it's their job to escort the dead to the afterlife. This is basically the I'll actually read you this is Dandelion. This is about what the hell? Oh, there's At an afterlife agency where angels guide lingering souls, Tetsuo and Misaki take on any challenge to help the dead find peace in their own offbeat style. This thing had me laughing.
With a giant kangaroo on their back?
I haven't seen that part yet, but I'm dying to
Okay.
see that because I know kangaroos be whooping ass in real life. Those have you seen Jack? How
Oh,
Jack kangaroos
they're
are?
jacked for no reason.
No reason other than being animals. It's crazy. So yeah, this is what they do. They guide souls, like they'll find soul, like a soul will be like in the first episode. There's this old man who they're chasing down the street. This old man is running, and they're on a bike, and try as you see the bike here, they're trying to ride. And Masaki, who I want to make sure I got her name right. I did say Masaki, correct?
You did.
Yeah, Masaki is his senior. Tetsuo is like the one who's actually pedaling the bike at first, but he's going so slow. And she's like, you should be able to move faster than that. And he's like very like, sarcastic and sardonic, whatever. He's like, no, I can't do it, whatever. I don't know. Why is this old man so fast? She goes, look, this is what you got to do. And he goes, well, you're not going to be able to reach the pedals from there. It's physically impossible. She starts pedaling and hauling ass after this old man. They catch up to him, and Tetsuo pulls a gun on him. The gun is like a pistol, and that's a gun is a pistol. I don't know why I said it twice. And the gun is what will send him to the afterlife. So you have to shoot the ghost with a gun. But when you see the scene, it looks like he's going to execute him.
So you're killing him twice.
Yeah, it looks like a mob hit scene, but that's how you send him. But then he tells him a story. Oh well, I'm still lingering because I wanna apologize to my wife, because they apologized because what was it? Either he ate a snack that was hers or he drank tea that was hers, and it caused this big fight, but they never got to resolve it.
Oh.
So that's why he's like, so the souls will have different reasons, but then they go back to their office because they're different divisions. In their office, they all wear like the black suits, everything, and they go back there, and there's like quotas and everything, and all this. And at the end of the episode, this archangel comes there. And he's like, you guys have to shape up. You're one of the worst divisions. So they have to clean up. And he's like, if you guys don't get better, I'm going to have to, get rid of everything.
Oh, damn.
So
Okay.
So Tetsuo being the jerk in the group, he's like, well, I don't think this is going to happen. You guys are not going to do this. What have you? Is everybody with me? He turns around. Everybody's fast at work trying to get their quotas done and everything. And he's like, oh, come on, man. Seriously? It was so funny and deadpan, because we do see a lot of anime where it's the action and fighting and everything. There's one punch thrown in this, but it doesn't even connect. It's just him showing how strong he actually could be. If they were to fight, it's showing how strong one of these characters could be. I just enjoyed it because it was different from the animes I've been, obviously from Fist of North Star to this. I needed that humor. I love anime that has humor. It similarly reminded me of Blood Lad, which is about a girl who dies and she goes to, I think, a place called Ghost Town, and she ends up becoming friends with this young vampire whose name is Blood Lad. His name. And he wants to hang out with her before that because she's alive and everything. But then when she's dead, he doesn't want to hang out with her anymore.
Oh, rude.
And it becomes like her trying to figure out why. And he's like, yeah, I'm kind of bored. He only wanted to hang out with her because she was alive, because that was interesting. He found the living to be very interesting because of their taste in anime, music, society, whatever it was, TV shows that they watch, anything like that. This kind of reminded me of that. 7 episodes are out. I think it's only going to be 7 episodes, I want to say, because I know 7 are out now. I had a fun time with this one. Like I said, it was something different, something fun, something just random. And the picture with I can see Tetsuo fighting a kangaroo, because that's the person he is. At a certain point, he has to carry the deceased man's wife, and the whole time he's saying how much she stinks, and he's talking about her breath and everything. And then they end up getting into an argument, and he just drops her, and they start arguing. Absolutely watch this. If you're into watching rough anime that's violent and you got beating people up and kicking and fighting and 5-minute power-ups, check this out on Netflix. It's a nice alternative to that. And it's just it's kind of darkly humor, obviously, because of the angels and death and everything. But I just enjoyed it because it was fun. And it's only 7 episodes. Please go check this out.
I'll definitely take a look at this.
It was just, I want to see him with the kangaroo because I know the kangaroo has a reason for having him in that headlock because he deserves it. Yeah, I know he does. I don't know what happened.
Choking the crap out of him.
I know he deserves it though. I know it. I know he
deserves it. He probably said something slick and the kangaroo didn't like it. It's like, you don't piss me off.
I'm thinking he said something about probably the Joey in the kangaroo's pouch.
Probably.
And something like that because he'll say,
they don't play.
No. And I think I could just watch him getting in arguments, just being beaten up and kicked every episode because it's hilarious to me. But yes, go check out Dandelion on Netflix. Very fun. And it's dubbed. It's dubbed.
Okay.
Awesome. What does not need to be dubbed for us anyway is this one. Oof.
The Boys. Whew. We are 3 episodes in and Jesus Christ. Like, it is a lot. I mean, without reading the comics, but getting like the cliff notes from like online, like I know what happens, so to speak. But it's like seeing it seeing them like play it out is rough. Like it is rough. We got like people beating the crap out of kids. I'm not gonna say what. Did not spoil anything. Blood and guts everywhere. And you know what I find funny? And I don't know if it's just fate doing it. The way we are with society right now, it's almost like a mirror of this. Which is like, it's sad and scary at the same time. Like without, and like I said, I don't know, like I said, not reading the comics, so only knowing the cliff notes. Like there's a I think it's in episode 1 where Homelander gets a video leaked of like him from like maybe things like maybe like season 1 or whatever. And what's her face? Oh, what's her name? Oh Jesus. What's the black girl and I like her so much? Oh
my god.
Sister Stage.
Yes.
She does damage control and say it's AI. And as you know, AI is a big thing here in our world, where I'm like, that's so true. But like I said, not me not reading the comics, I don't know if they throw AI in there as like, you know, their story, but I'm saying like the fact that they throw that in there, saying like, oh, it's AI because AI is now a thing and became a lot more popular. It's like, yeah, I can see that. I do also like Daveed Diggs as O-Father, because that made me getting some work.
He's everywhere.
He is.
And he's such a great versatile actor. He does so many like out of nowhere roles, which is great for him.
And they're never the same, which I like. Like I saw him from him doing Hamilton, from him being the voice of Sebastian in The Little Mermaid, the new one. Now him in The Boys is like the Opa, like different roles.
Yep.
That do not match whatsoever. So it's like, I enjoy this.
I have not started this season yet. But I know a bit of what happens from the comics. I know that what happens. I don't know if they throw AI in there because there's a different thing with Homelander in the comics, which made the story so much wilder for everyone. It has to do with Homelander and Black Noir.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I didn't read the comic because it was way too off the wall for me. Because the writer of this comic, oh my god, why can't I remember his name? He's a huge comic book writer, and I can never remember his name. But he has a habit of, if it's a creator-owned thing, he goes so far that I can't hold it back. If you want to see how far he can go, watch an interview with him, or look at or read the synopsis of a comic called Crossed. Whatever the synopsis is, it goes 10 times worse when you actually look in the comic. It's one of the most terrifying comics I've ever seen. And I will not read it. I can't deal with it. but yeah, this is Du Bois has done satire so well, and I'm glad they've made it at the time when they made it to satirize what is happening in this country now. Homelander is a perfect example of America, where you think you're Superman, but you're actually not. You're Homelander. You are. And the changes that they made were so apropos to be more of a satire, like Stormbreaker. Is that her name? Stormbreaker. Uh, the Nazi. I
Yes.
think that was her name. Storm. Yeah. In the comic, it's a man, but I think but I think in this age where we're at now, it was so more apropos to make it a woman. And then to have there be like this relationship between a Homelander, because I mean, Proud Boys, white nationalists, president, everything. I think it's worked out. The state of the country has helped the show, which is so odd.
Yeah.
It's been more of, and it's held up a mirror. And everyone who's in the show has done such a great job, having all the cameos that are in here and everything. A lot of Supernatural fans obviously are having fun with this as well because of all the cameos and guest stars, and even one of the Eric Kripke, I think his name is, who works on the show behind the scenes, is someone who is part of the production, I believe, maybe one of the co-creators of Supernatural, I want to say.
Okay.
So the show's very good. I actually do want to start it because I know it's going to go out with probably more of a bang than the comic did. And we're getting a spinoff with Soldier Boy as well.
Oh, we are. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's going to be like a prequel.
Okay.
I think it's called, like, it's something about Vought, like Vought Rising or something like that. So it's going to be telling like the beginning and during like that time. I have a feeling now that I don't believe that was a comic. So this is something all new, just like Gen V.
Got it. Which I still need to finish. Yeah,
I have to finish that. So it's still hard. It's still when an actor dies in this series, it's hard to sometimes watch it, especially when they're so beloved. Like it's very hard to watch sometimes. How many episodes is a season 5 supposed to be?
It's supposed to be 8, and we're already 3 episodes in.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was quick.
So I think from looking at it from season 5, because I'm double checking on IMDb, the last episode will start. The last episode will be like, I think May, like right before Memorial Weekend. So whatever that Wednesday is, that's when that'll be the last episode.
It kind of works out because it'll end in time for people to be outside for summer and everything. So that was actually very smart. That was actually very good because then they're going to have all the big blockbuster movies and summer movies, stuff like that, which is crazy. So that'll work out.
Yeah, May 20th will be the last. Will be the last episode, and the title of that one is Blood and Bone.
Yeah, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of blood and bone in that one. It's going to be, wow. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a while to see that go away. Speaking of going away, unfortunately, this is not anime or gaming, but this is a series that we've talked about. The Law and Order, SVU, Law and Organized Crime. Jabba and I have talked about these series and how much we love these characters and how much we've watched.
I was so sad. I'm sorry.
Much. But Organized Crime has been canceled after 5 seasons. The first season was aired on NBC. Was it the first or second season were aired on NBC?
First one was NBC, and then first and second was NBC, and then they switched over to Peacock. Because remember, that's when we realized they could cuss, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yes. I'm like, you can't cuss.
And they started going into it. It got better, and it got so much dark. This series was the return of Stabler, to Elliot Stabler, and him reuniting in a way with SVU and Captain Olivia Benson now. But he ended up becoming a part of the organized crime unit, where they went after organized crime. I like this series actually a little bit more than than SVU at times because they had an actual plot throughout the whole season. It wasn't just individual cases. I like the fact that it was he would be undercover and going after it. I also like the fact that it was Christopher Maloney's return, and
Mhm.
you saw his intensity and how he dealt with grief while doing this job. Because in the first episode, we see longtime uh, partner in the show, his wife, Catherine, Catherine,
Kathy.
Kathy, be murdered in a car bomb, and how that ripples and repercussions. We got to see more of his life and his family as well, which I loved. I loved seeing Dickie become a cop.
Mm-hmm.
I loved his mother, Ellen Burstyn, who did such a
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal job in the role. I mean, uh, just amazing. You saw his brothers, which we hadn't seen before. We saw more of his actual life, which I liked as well. We're not going to get any type of um, uh, closure for what's going on with his brother and how he's going to try and get that fixed. Like we're not there's certain things we're not going to get closure for, which is upsetting because it was such a great series, and they went farther than they could obviously on network television. It's been canceled. Christopher Maloney actually gave a very emotional.
He did. I had to rewatch his video myself. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
what? I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah, and given that, and it was so heartfelt. You know what I mean? And the cast is so great. I love the way they gelled together. It started
Mhm.
becoming really, really something cool. So this, it really does suck. This was one of I like I said, I was starting to like this more than SVU, truthfully.
You, you know what it is, and I'm gonna bring it back for the real ones that know. We got the Moesha ending for organized crime because, like I said, we don't know where Miles went because he got kidnapped. We don't know who's pregnant, just like
Bro,
in organized crime. We don't know where the brother went.
bro.
We don't know if the cases get closed. People go,
I
and
just
wait. On top of that, we don't even know if Elliot and Olivia even say "I love you" and get together finally.
that I don't need.
Even though
That
that's not
that
going
I
to
don't
happen,
want.
but still, it's just like
That I don't want. That I don't want. I like them being how they are. Yeah, I wish they would even give it just like a half a season, like maybe like give it 8 episodes. You know what I mean? Like something
there
like
was
I wish they
so
would have done
much
that.
to it. I was so mad.
And people were like coming out like, "What? You could? This has been one of the better Law and Order series too." I think putting it on Peacock probably got more people into it
Mm-hmm.
because it was done so well, and because they could be grittier and go harder and so with language and even the violence, but within this world, I think it was so much better. I don't. So unfortunately, yeah, it's not coming back. But we have 5 seasons. You can go back. The first two seasons kind of like were a little bit,
Like
eh,
a soft launch kind of type of thing until like the third season really got like in
yeah.
your face.
The third season was when they put on because it was kind of odd. I wasn't used to it being one plot a whole season,
Yeah.
but you made sense being undercover and it started making sense. So unfortunately, we're not going to get an end to this, as far as I know. No closure. Maybe we might get closure. Some people have been saying we'll bring him back to the SVU unit.
Nope. Nope.
I don't think
Nope.
that can work.
Gary has his
No,
own team. Gary has
no,
his own team.
no. He needs to have his own thing. Um, but yeah,
I mean, let's put it this. For the run, they had 75 episodes.
I guess good. It's good.
75
I wish they
episodes.
made it to 100. I
Yeah.
wish.
But I'm like, no. 'Cause I thought he was like gonna say, oh yeah, we're gonna be coming back or we're filming or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's
Hmm.
canceled. I'm like, what do you mean it's canceled?
Hmm. I'm trying to remember, there was a young black woman who was in the first and second season who was undercover. She was, I want to say with the preacher. I think she was like his second in command and like his bodyguard kind of a thing. Can't remember. And I was like, yo, her character was so dope. I was like, I want more of her character. Never saw her again. But I think it was in the first 2 seasons. And it was when it was
Pretty sure her
CBS.
name is Nona Parker Johnson.
Yeah.
She was in the first. She was in the first, like I said, 2 seasons for Organized Crime.
She was so cool of a character. I loved her characters, and I wanted her to be a part of the team as well because she's undercover. Never got it. It was certain things that they did. The show got better, but then they started to leave certain threads behind from when they were on the network, which sucks, but what have you. Yeah, so no more, unfortunately, folks. But we do have more of. Jabba, what are you watching? What are you reading? What are you playing?
Well, I just touched a little bit of Iron Banner today because I haven't played in like almost 2 weeks because work has been a lot. So I just need to turn off my brain just a little bit.
Understand.
And what I'm watching is at least one of the shows that finally came back was Euphoria.
Okay, haven't started it yet.
Have you started at all?
Yeah, I'm all caught up. I just haven't started this last season. Yeah, one of the wilder shows out there.
Yeah. But I love it, especially for like the first two. What was it? The first 2 episodes are pretty funny, and also they do give at least like. I don't want to spoil it, but you only hear a quick glimpse about it. If you don't mind me spoiling it, it's up to you.
Is it for Eric Dane's character?
No.
Okay.
It was for Angus's character.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yes. Yes.
You want to do a little spoiler?
Yeah. Go ahead.
They don't kill him off.
Does he go away?
Yeah.
Okay. Because him and Eric Dane's character, Nate's father, the 2 actors passed. So yeah, that's what I was afraid of too. Because Angus's character, he passed. He died.
He died after season 2 was finished, but we didn't know what happened with him the way season 2 ended because he got swatted, which was wild.
That was wild. That was like some John Woo type.
Yeah. But
that was crazy.
But when I was watching like the kind of like the behind the scenes for like the first episode, they're like, yeah, like even though Angus had passed, we didn't want to kill his character off. So at least that way there's some type of like, life within the show. So I said, I'm like, okay, that's good.
Okay.
Which I like because sometimes it's like, it's hard when like actors pass and like they end up just like killing off the character. So like there's no extra like, life left on. So I'm kind of glad that they did it that way, especially because it's been so long since between the filming.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did that, but they did do like a remembrance for Nate's father in like the first episode. Like this, so they showed that part.
Yeah.
Because like so he's still gonna be here for like the next couple episodes until that. So they might do like another maybe like tribute later on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's something that I would like to. Yeah. Are you reading anything?
I'm still trying to finish up. What is it?
Demons of the Shadow Realm. 3rd episode is out, but it's not in English.
Yes, it is.
I tried to watch it earlier today. It wasn't in English. It was in every other language except English.
I watched it on
Crunchyroll. I was watching. It came up in Japanese. I was like, okay. Then I looked and it said Portuguese. It said every other language. I was like, okay, let me come back. Maybe it was just my thing.
Because might have to double check. Because then again, I am watching it through the actual Crunchyroll app.
Exactly, and there are differences between Crunchyroll through Prime and then regular. Awesome.
But yeah, no, it's dubbed and subbed on my end. Although, and like I said, I watched it in English, so you should be able to watch it on your end too.
Yeah, I'll let you try to watch it tonight. I think I might watch the first episode of Euphoria season 3 tonight. Have check that out.
But yeah. So, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you playing?
Watching. I am watching Beyond the Gates. They have been renewed for season 3 and 4.
Yay!
Awesome. So great. I love to see it. And they're maybe halfway through season 2, maybe about that. But for them to get renewed for season 3 and 4, y'all knew that we was gonna riot if y'all had canceled that show.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
be real, because it's getting so good and so much better. It's awesome. Um, what am I playing? I was just playing Sonic All Star Racing.
Mm.
I need a little bit of a change of pace. Like I was saying, it was so much fun. I haven't played it in like almost like a year or something like that, so I'm trying to play that a little bit. And what am I reading? Oh my goodness. Over the weekend I was reading, because I was on the train. I was reading Miles Morales Spider-Man. Cody
Mm.
Ziegler's run. Absolutely beautiful. Miles Morales having panic attacks. Actually, you know what? I said that with Robert too, because I have like 4 or 5 volumes. I'll like to give you another one. Tigress Island. It's
Okay.
kind of like a dark comedy, similar to like the 70s exploitation movies, where all of these women are taken to this island, and it's like a prison harem kind of a thing, and they're trying to
Mm.
figure out how they got there and how to escape. It's drawn wonderfully. Story is very gripping. Bit of a dark comedy, and I want to see how the hell they get out of here, because the characters are awesome and they're kind of all different, and they all have these different backstories. So it's kind of cool, and it's extremely interesting, and it's really pulling me. It's only two issues in, and it's really pulling me in. So yes,
Nice.
that's what I'm reading, watching, and playing. Oh, real quick note: Deadly Class is on Tubi.
Deadly Class.
Deadly Class was based on a comic. For the longest time, it only got one season on Sci-Fi. Then it was on Peacock. Hasn't
Oh.
been seen since. I strongly recommend checking it out. It was so good.
Is it
Lana
based off
Condor,
of a
and
book?
that's why I couldn't remember. Lana Condor was in something else, and it was Deadly Class. It's about a character who is I think he's schizophrenic and he's on the streets,
Uh-huh.
and it's set in the 80s, like Reagan's 80s, and he ends up being found by these people who run this school, and the school is for raising assassins. So they have classes in hand to hand, poison, demolition, like all these different things, and they each have like there's yakuza, there's triad, there's white supremacists, there's gangbangers. It's this whole preschool and how he fits in to this school.
Hmm.
Um, Benedict Wong is also in it.
Yes.
I got to see a panel for it a few years ago before the show. It came out around the same time that Happy did, because I got to see Christopher Maloney up on stage doing a panel, and he was
Mm.
so wild and funny. So yeah, I would actually go watch Happy and go watch Deadly Class. Come to think of it, both wild shows, both based on comics too from Image.
Yeah, because like the comic came up first. That's what I was remembered by someone. I guess it's based off of a book, and because I saw the advertisement from thrift books, we're not sponsored, um, showcasing the volumes for it.
Hmm. Go check it out on Tubi. It's maybe 8 episodes, maybe something like that. It deserved more. I think it was ahead of its time. I think if it had went on like if it had been on Peacock or if it had been on Amazon, something like that, it would be much better. It would have went on longer, but I think it was a bit of ahead of its time for what it was.
Gotcha.
And also, it's not superheroes. It's set in the 80s, Reagan's era, and it deals with trauma, deals with death, obviously, and this kid trying to figure out and navigate this school, which is hard enough to navigate school to begin with, but it's a school of
Mhm.
assassins, and all these kids are, killers, and they're learning to be, more of a killer. It's just very interesting. A great actually, Joy, I think, read the whole series because
Oh,
she fell in love with it. Yeah, because she was buying the books. She was like, I just bought the hardcover edition of the book. I was like, oh, you're going out. Okay, cool. Bet. So yeah.
okay, good to
So
know. So I'll look it up on a Tubi for Deadly Class.
yeah, check out Daily Class. Yeah, it was just a really good show, and I'm a fan of the comic, so yeah. So, folks, that's our show. Wow, you got Street Fighters, you got anime, you got gaming stuff, you got a little bit of everything. You got a cancellation of a really beloved show. If you have Peacock, go and check out Organized Crime. It was so good. 5 seasons, some of Christopher Maloney's best work, I think, too. Honestly, just a really fun show. But that's our show. Admin work Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be myself and Robert on Comics Culture. We'll be talking about Kickstarters, comics. He's going to be talking about Stargate SG1. Stargate Atlantis. I'm going to be talking about the Ruth Avenue Raiders Kickstarter, which looks like a really cool comic about late 90s, early 2000s kind of kids football team playing against robots. Absolutely yes.
Okay.
Absolutely yes. Give me that. And it's an all ages comic too, which I love the feeling of. And then Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have the Hungry Bleak Show. I will be talking about some of the latest things in comics because I saw something today and I was like, oh wow, I want to talk about this and see what's going on. And then next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have our Geek Culture Upfronts. We'll be talking about everything that's going to be coming up in May. We might even go further. We might even talk about some of the summer stuff because that's going to be our last Geek Culture Upfronts episode until fall because we're going to be doing something different with the show.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it's going to be a jam-packed thing. I have to go over that.
So. Yeah, but you know what? This summer, TBA News is going to be the hangout. This is where you're going to want to be this summer. We're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. This isn't better. 6, 7. And this is going to be the place to be during the summer. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to try and make the summer as carefree as we can for people. Because it's going to be hot. It's going to be moist. It's going to be humid. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nasty.
I know, but I'm trying to prepare you for the humidity, for the moist, for the funk.
Yeah, not the funk.
The funk comes with the moist and the humidity. I'm sorry. Imagine being on the train in New York and somebody's like this, and they got a tank top on.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be in the city in May, and that's it. I will stay home.
I'm hoping it's like kind of like I'm hoping it's like a 60-degree day. I'm hoping.
But that means nothing because the subways are hot.
Yeah. Well, last year it was nice on your birthday. That was a nice cool day. That was a nice weather day. That was a beautiful weather day. It really was.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's like on like the surface area. But once you get into that hot composite area where it's like closed off, like it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it stinks.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be even worse with the games.
And it's funk. Oh, damn it!
You're welcome.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You're welcome.
Wait, is FIFA is World Cup happening during that time?
In June?
Oh, so it'll be before your birthday then?
No, it'll be after my birthday, but you remember it's gonna be like 8 games.
I mean after, yeah.
It's gonna be 8 games.
I'm not going anywhere near it. I'm good.
A hot mess.
It's gonna be nasty and expensive.
Yeah.
If you know. Matter of fact, don't even go to the games, honestly, because they support Trump. So don't even go.
Yeah.
Watch the WNBA. Watch the NBA. Watch kickball leagues.
Don't even come. Just watch it from home. Okay.
No, don't even watch at home. Don't even watch at home. Don't give them the ratings. Find like a kickball league and either join that or see if you can watch that on like TV. I would watch kickball.
I'm not gonna watch somebody play cricket.
Ooh,
it's their time.
I would watch dodgeball too, like not like the movie, obviously, but actually an actual game of dodgeball. I would watch that league.
You know what I would watch? And I know it's legit too. It's tag.
Yes. Oh,
that is tag league, and it gets rough.
Like the parkour they're going through, all the objects. It looks fun as hell. I would die in the first minute. I know I'm tripping over something, unfortunately.
Yep.
I would also watch a Nerf league.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Exactly. I just gave somebody an idea. Anyway, folks. You have a very good day. Enjoy the rest of it. Please be safe. Drink water. Eat your, swallow your vitamins or eat them. Chew them. However you taking your vitamins, take them. And your meds, whether it's for a physical, mental, or emotional ailment, because I want you to be the best you that you can be. Okay? You all have a great one. Enjoy it. I'm not going to let the anger take over. So I'm just going to say, do a wonderful thing. And
Yep.
we will see you later. Peace. Bye.
Bye.